Welcome back. Now, the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal is expected to announce Sihle Zikalala's successor today. KZN Finance MEC Nomusa Dube-Ncube and ANC members of provincial legislature, that's Bani and Mbali Frazer, are vying for the position. It will be the first time that the province has a female premier. Zikalala resigned after losing the position of KZN ANC chairperson in recent elections. So for more on these developments, we're now joined by political analyst Dr. Fikile Vilakazi. Dr. Vilakazi, thank you for your time and good morning to you. I mean, the three, candidates vying for this position being women, the first for KZN. What's the significance of this, particularly for the ANC and I suppose even for the province?
Good morning, Dumelo, to you and to viewers at home. KZN will really make her story if we have a premier that is a woman for the first time. And the significance of this, Dumelo, you would know that South Africa is a patriarchal society. We've never really had incidences where women, it's actually not common, let me not say we've never had. It's not common to have a premier as a woman. You know, we have an exception of the Free State. I think we only have Premier Sisintombela in the Free State, but we haven't had really provinces that are run by women. Perhaps Cape Town, we've had Patricia de Lille and Helen Zille playing, certain roles as women leaders in that province. But generally, we are stuck in a society where women are relegated into positions of support and not into positions of influence. Yeah. So this is very, very key. Because Dumelo, South Africa needs desperately a feminist and a healing-led government, which in our view, particularly, at this time that we're living in, a woman's body, a woman's intelligentsia, a woman's, ways of doing things, perhaps a feminist even may bring us, something different, some kind of change that we desire as citizens.
Do you think with time, Doc, that other provinces may follow suit?
We will encourage that other provinces would follow suit. My suspicion is that maybe not. It's been slow, particularly if it comes from the African National Congress. Maybe from the opposition parties, we could see something like that. But the ANC has been lagging since 1912. I mean, we had brilliant women within the African National Congress. Bomama Charlotte Maxeke, Bolileni Ngoyi, Albertina Sisulu. You can name them. The list is endless. But the African National Congress has not been able to maximize the potential leadership of the women in the ANC. Recently, I've mentioned a lot. Mama Matigizela Mandela, Linda Sisulu, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. Now we've got, there are many. I won't finish the list. So that is why I'm saying this with confidence, that I don't think that other provinces that are under the ANC leadership may follow suit. Perhaps with the coalition government, we may see a thing of that nature, but I doubt that it's going to happen within the African National Congress leadership.
Yeah. I mean, of the three candidates that we see in front of us being listed, obviously only one has to be premier. In your opinion, who's more likely to be elected premier, Doc?
I have been saying, Dumelo and the viewers at home, that my prediction really and my conviction is that Umama Nomusa Dube-Ncube is likely to be a preferred candidate by the National Executive Committee. And of course, we speak these things under correction. And the reason why I sway towards Nomusa Dube-Ncube is really the credentials that she carries, the experience that she has, her skills that are very scarce within the African National Congress, which are the skills of public administration that the ANC really desires, in fact, needs the most at this point in terms of its leadership. So if anything needs to change, I would imagine the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress would look into those things to assist the province and the legislature here when they finally elect a premier, to be able to make that decision that moves the province towards better public management, better public administration, improved, public administration situation in the province. So I'm hoping that she would probably be the candidate.
Yeah, and I'm glad you touched on that, Doc, because we know that KZN has been through a lot with the April floods, with the July, looting last year. The impact is still felt by not only the rest of the country, but the province specifically. What leadership role is needed right now to rebuild KZN?
KwaZulu-Natal Dumelo needs a leader that would be able to have a very good relationship and holding of the traditional leadership in the province. You know that KwaZulu-Natal is a highly rural province. 70% of our population lives in rural areas. And then it means 70% of our population is led by the traditional leadership of our province. Nomusa Dube-Ncube has led COCTA. She understands these relationships. She has engaged with chiefs, and kings in the province and queens, I would like to believe. So she has got that holding. So we need someone that will assist the province to heal the rift that is existing within the, the Zulu nation, the royal family. But also you need somebody that would heal the wounds of citizens in terms of just delivery of services. As you have mentioned beautifully, Tumelo, we come from the KZN floods. Our roads and bridges have been eroded over time, which means that some of us are really, still struggling to move in and out of places of work comfortably. What happened is that after the KZN floods, hit us, the roads were never really fixed. They were just patched. If you visit KwaZulu-Natal, you will see we've got patched roads, some of them luckily with concrete, but others with just ordinary soil. And we are facing a rainy season. So we need someone that will rebuild that infrastructure, not just for citizens, but for the economy of KwaZulu-Natal. KwaZulu-Natal is one of the economic hubs of the province, and we would want to improve our roads so that goods and services can move easily between cities in KwaZulu-Natal itself, but also between the provinces that are neighboring us, particularly Johannesburg, in the N3. So we need to have a leader that will then look into that situation in ways that will facilitate job creation, in ways that will facilitate poverty reduction. And I think Nomusa has got those credentials.
All right, we'll leave it then. I appreciate you speaking to me about this, Dr. Fikile Vilakazi from KZN.